The 12 days of Christmas continue at Juliana's Kitchen, and this one is for all you cherry lovers out there, or maybe it's for all the shortbread lovers out there, because today we are making cherry snowballs. This Christmas classic is near the top of my list of must-make every Christmas recipes, because it's kind of fun to make. You get right into it, your hands are going to get into it, and it's like put on the Christmas tunes, maybe make it with a friend, grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and get festive. So if you like the sounds of that and you'd like to learn how to make these yummy cherry snowballs, please hit that like button, subscribe, come along with me, and I will show you how. Let's get cooking. First thing we need to do is get our cherries draining so they can dry. I will list all the ingredients in the description below for you, so you'll know what you need. The easiest way I find to dry the cherries is, after you've drained them, to lay them out on a paper towel on a plate just to contain the sticky juice rather than on the countertop. And you want to just pat them dry with another paper towel. Don't squish them down too hard, but definitely touch them, get close to them and around them. You want to get rid of as much moisture as possible. You might even change the paper towel a few times if you find yours is getting very wet. We'll spread them out to dry, and we'll get going on the dough part now. Before we start the dough, we want to preheat our oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to have a larger size bowl to do the dough in, and we're going to sift 2 cups of flour, and 1 cup of icing sugar, and 1 cup of cornstarch. Then into the flour mixture, you want to add 1.5 cups of just good old regular butter. This is not a margarine trick. You want to use the good stuff because it's Christmas and it totally makes a difference with the flavor. So 1.5 cups of butter. You can use salted or unsalted. I prefer salted because there is no additional salt in this recipe. And we also want to add, and I'm going to do it at this phase because the next step is where it gets fun and messy, and we won't have our hands available to do this. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of almond extract, or if you're allergic to nuts, you can use vanilla extract. And this is where the wisdom of a wee old Scottish lady comes in handy. She taught me that the secret to making awesome shortbread, and mine never turned out good until I followed Peggy's recipe, is to use your God-given hands. These are your secret weapon to making awesome shortbread dough. Something about the heat in your hands, mixing in the butter, pouring your love in maybe. I don't know if that's part of the secret, but it is the secret hack to awesome shortbread, which is the base dough for these cherry snowballs. So wash your hands and let's get to the next step. Okay, this is where the fun begins. With your hands, you just gently start to squeeze the butter. I mean, you could use a spoon or a mix master, but the old lady Scottish hack I learned back in the day that seems to make the difference is to actually use your hands. Besides, it's more fun. Something about the heat in your hands kind of melts the butter and starts to bring the dough together. So you just want to continue to do this. Until all the flour is absorbed into the butter. And then it will get to a phase where it's starting to stick to you and everything. So I like to switch to one hand. For this part, hold the bowl so that you can kind of start to form it into a nice ball. If it starts to get too sticky, you can always put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. And keep working the dough until it starts to form a nice, smooth, even Our dough is ready. Let's get those cherries and put these together. So you just want to use a small spoon or pinch some off. You want an amount about the size of a small Brussels sprout, smaller than a golf ball. Then you want to take your little ball, press an indent in the center, pick up a cherry. I like to roll them on the paper towel just to make sure I get the last of the moisture out of them before I do that. Put it in the indent and squeeze the rest of the dough around, and then roll it like a meatball. And you want to repeat that for every cherry. And before a couple of your favorite Christmas tunes are finished playing, your little cherry love bombs will be ready for the oven. We want to bake them at 300 for about 20 minutes till the bottom is just golden brown. While the cookies are in the oven, we need to get the final step ready. So you want a plate with some icing sugar on it. And I just use a sieve to make a good layer on the bottom, and then keep some icing sugar in your sieve, and I'll show you what to do with it. When the cookies come out of the oven, they're gonna look beautiful like this. And just to show you, that's how lightly brown you want them on the bottom, because baking shortbread is a low, slow process. If you bake it too fast, the butter melts too fast, and then they turn into blobs. They don't stay in a ball shape so easily. So the low and slow worked. And obviously I'm touching the pan, which means they've cooled enough to be handled. So that's only about 5 minutes, because you do want them warm for this final process. And that is on your plate with the icing sugar. Fit as many as you can, or you know, like half a dozen. It doesn't have to be a full plate. And then use your sieve and let it snow like you're making a snow globe. To just put a nice dusting of icing sugar on the top of them. And then carefully remove them and put them on a cookie rack to completely cool and set. So there we have it, cherry snowballs, the perfect Christmas treat for your favorite cherry lover. Maybe that's you. I also have a couple of quick notes for you guys. I used a 375 ml jar of cherries. That gives you about 50 to 60 cherries. I guess it depends on the brand, because some might be bigger, but that's all you need for this amount of dough. And for anyone who doesn't know what icing sugar is, it is the same thing as confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar. So I hope you enjoyed cooking with me. Happy Christmas baking, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for stopping at Juliana's Kitchen. Have an awesome day.